What's up, gang? Evil here. Today we're going to take a look at the BetaFPV Lite Radio 2. I'm going to show it to you here. You can see that's very much like a game controller type of radio. And its price point at 39 bucks seems really cheap. But when you pick it up and feel it, it doesn't feel cheap at all. I mean, the gimbals on it are really nice. It's got a USB and a trainer port, and it's got 4 switches. 2 of them are 3 position, 2 are 2 position. It's all around a perfect radio for operating a Whoop style quadcopter. See, there's no antenna protruding, so this does not make this ideal for long range. I'm not really going to go over all that too much, talk about that, but I've watched other videos on this radio, and some people outside in a wide open field were getting like up to 300 meters flying different quads, but in my opinion, at $39, this is not what this radio is for. This radio is obviously quite compact, a great travel radio. I actually just carried this on vacation myself, just so I could have a Whoop in the hotel room to fly around and get my FPV fix. But we'll go over a couple little things with this radio, things I like, things I don't like, and help you decide if this is something that's right for you. So the first thing about the Lite Radio 2 that wasn't super apparent when I first got it is that the throws, well, they seem pretty good on the radio. If you have big hot dog fingers like me, at the far ends of the throws, I pinch my fingers, and it kind of messes me up. Now, if I'm just cruising around with the Whoop, it's totally fine, and that's what I use this radio for. When I hooked it to the simulator and I'm racing and really yanking and banking on the sticks, it definitely messed me up. So other little things that I had about the radio, it has like setup buttons and whatnot, bind button on the bottom. I don't know why. I had this 65S bound to my X9D in D16 protocol. For whatever reason, it would not bind to this in D16. Other than that, once I put this in D8 mode, I was able to bind to this brushed Whoop just fine, and go into BetaFlight and set up switches and everything. All that worked just fine. All right, so one thing I did really like about this controller was setting it up as a simulator. There was no funny business as far as drivers or anything like that. Standard Windows 10. I was able to just plug this in. There it is, picks it up, detects it. I was able to fire up Tiny Whoop Go here, and it worked right away. So one way to combat the issue I was running into where on the stick throws I was kind of pinching my fingers in here, the height of the gimbals is adjustable. The controller feels a little bit wonky to me with them all the way out at the end, but it did improve performance in the simulator for me, although I am not able to match lap times with this radio that I can with my the X9D. I just do not have as good a control with it.
Gate 3. Gate 4. Gate 5.
As far as flying a Whoop quad with it, really easy. You just don't have to monkey around with it. You just hold this down until it vibrates twice. It's powered on. You're ready to fire up your quad. Power on the radio, arm, and you're ready to fly. Let's arm this and we'll fly it around the house. Show you guys that range-wise, I don't have any issues with this radio, at least flying indoors. I'm really pretty impressed with it, really. For 39 bucks, it's a good, great feeling radio. But for me, it's just going to be mainly for travel. And if I just want to pack up something compact to take with me. But you see here, I'm flying around the house, not having any range issues. Unfortunately, this model doesn't have RSSI, so I can't really show you that, but Just haven't had any issues with that at all. Just not a bad radio at all for the money. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the Beta, what do they call it? Radio Lite 2. I think it's a quality radio for 39 bucks. The only real negatives I've seen about this radio are people who are trying to use them for a full range setup, and that's just not what it's for. BetaFPV is almost completely geared around whoop style quads, and this radio is well suited for using those. If you're going to fly long range, you're going to fly, you know, freestyle quads, you're going to be flying bandos through lots of trees and stuff, you really need to have a full range radio setup. But for buzzing around the house, gymnasium, you know, wherever, I think this is a great radio for 49 bucks. This is actually what I'm getting for my daughter for her birthday. She's on an Inductrix RTF setup right now, which isn't the best, but this is what I'm going to step her to before she makes the jump to higher end radios. I think this is going to give a close enough feel to a hobby grade radio that this will work out for anybody, for an experienced pilot who wants something compact and easy to haul around, or for a new pilot, someone like my daughter who maybe gets a little rambunctious and maybe throws it down or whatever. If it breaks, you know, it's a lot better to break a $39 radio versus a $200, $250 radio. So anyway, I really like this radio. You can pick this up. I got this from Race Day Quads. They had it to me in a couple days for $39.99. But get FPV, any of your major retailers. You can order it straight from BetaFPV or on Amazon. So I don't know. I really like it. I don't have any issues with it. It's super basic. It does what it's supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. So anyway, I really like it. That's all for now, guys. Please hit subscribe if you would. Like this video. Maybe share it with one of your friends if someone else is looking for a good FPV beginner setup. I would really appreciate it. But otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.